Welcome to Jamie TV and welcome to Starbucks Studio. Today I want to ask you a question. How much do you love your instrument and what are you carrying it around in? And are you happy with it? Does it offer enough protection to your beloved instrument? Maybe you're using an old flight case which does offer the protection you require, but maybe your back's a bit old and creaky now, maybe the case is a bit too scratchy for your car. Or maybe, like me, you've been using gig bags for a while and don't really feel that they offer enough protection. Let me give you some background. I'm going to tell you about this possible solution that I've found. It might not be the solution for everyone, but I'm going to tell you all about it so that you can decide for yourselves. But first, I'm going to give you a little background about my situation and why this works for me, and maybe some of you can relate. So, back in the day, we used to travel around in vans and trucks, and everything was flight cased. Everything was protected. I wouldn't have dreamed of taking one of my bass guitars anywhere without it being in a proper, heavy, solid flight case. But in those days, we had big old vans and we had road crew to help us carry stuff around. And I really miss Dodgy Chris. But anyway, we had crew to help us, but these days, things have changed. The music industry is almost unrecognizable from those days. These days it's now all about making everything lighter and smaller and traveling light. Now, I've been working out of my car now. Most gigs, even when I'm working for a fairly big name, I'm doing a lot of work out of my car or someone else's car. And I don't want to put a big old scratchy flight case in my car. And if I'm honest, I don't want the weight anymore. I don't want to carry one around anymore. I'm knocking on a bit now and the back's a bit old and creaky. So I've been using gig bags. And gig bags are, like everything else, are made to a price point. You can get all kinds of different grades of gig bag. But what I haven't found until now is a gig bag that truly offers some superior protection. Now this bag, DH Armor Case by PROEL, is about as professional a gig bag as you're going to find. It's the lightest, most well put together bag I could possibly have imagined. It's like the closest possible thing to having a flight case without the weight of a flight case. So I'm going to tell you all about it today, and then you can make a decision for yourself if maybe this might be the solution to your problems like it has been to mine. In truth, many of the features of the case are very similar to what you'd find on another decent gig bag. But everything here is extremely well designed, well thought out, and built to last. We have, we'll start here, we have a neck brace here which velcros into position so that you can put it in the most ideal position for your instrument. And we have this piece here which attaches across with velcro to hold the neck in place, so no more of that annoying instrument falling out of bag while you're trying to zip it up business. This piece at the bottom, I don't really know what we call this, but this is designed to again hold the instrument in place. We have these two real sturdy pads which velcro into position in the bottom so that you can fit those in the ideal place again for your particular instrument. And then the bottom of the instrument is protected, and if I pull this strap across here, that sits nicely in there, and then we velcro this up here, and there we are. She's sat very nicely in the case, and we'll zip her up with this real heavy duty tough zip. Which has really impressed me, because the weakest thing about a lot of cases is in fact the zip. a little handheld camera action now, so I hope this is not going to be too wobbly to watch. A lot of gig bags these days have a pocket up here at the top, but I've never seen one quite so well designed as this. And I've never had one that was so well padded that I would actually keep my phone in. You see, I've got a little phone pocket. And I keep other things up here. You know, those little things that you never need them unless you actually don't take them to the gig. So I put Allen keys and little screwdrivers, spare batteries and stuff like that up here. And then the larger pocket down here has a big pocket section at the back, little thing for your name and address, you know, like on your school lunchbox. We've got a zip up section here, and then and we've got the cable tie here as well, you know, for the musician who likes to be neat and tidy and well organized. And then we have these handles, this sort of special extra handles which just finger grips like this, and there's one on the other side as well, if I can turn this around without making a total mess of the camera work. There we go. And also for the musician who likes to wear their instrument on the back, we have extremely comfy shoulder straps. People who want to wear their instrument like a rucksack. I'd put that on and demonstrate, but the ceiling's a little low in here. I should just mention, just in case anyone was wondering, PROEL are making DH cases for keyboards and brass instruments, as well as electric and bass guitars, acoustic guitars and classical guitars. But what I imagine most people are wondering is, how much protection can a gig bag really actually offer for my instrument? And I could quote the technicals at you, but they probably wouldn't mean that much to many people, and they don't really mean that much to me either. What you really need to do is to see one for yourself. The proof is in the thing, I suppose. But what I can do is I can tell you that for the first time I have a gig bag that I would put my instrument in and happily put it in a van, in a truck, in a cargo hold, a trailer, and know that it's going to be safe. And yet at the same time, I can throw it in the back of my car and it's not going to be scratchy, and it's not going to do my back in to carry about. So I'm absolutely thrilled with it, and I would put my reputation on it that if you check one out, you'll be pretty impressed too. So the link is in the description, so you can look it up and check it out further for yourself, and have a think about whether maybe this might be a product that's useful to you. If you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Maybe ding the bell so you get notifications of further nonsense from me, and perhaps you could subscribe and, you know, help out the channel a little bit. And thank you for watching. Hope to see you again soon.